Ruth. My name is Stacy. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Did you have a hard time finding my office?
I know, it's very easy.
First, I'd like to thank you for coming in to see me today.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I'll briefly explain to you how our session will go here today.
Okay.
We'll be in for about 30 minutes or so. And then, but first, before we go any farther, Ruth, I want to let you know that everything we discuss here today will be held confidential. So you don't have to worry about anything that we discuss in this room ever leaving this room, okay?
Okay.
Again, I thank you for coming to see me. We will be talking about exactly what it is that you want to talk about with me today and try to come to a solution or solutions together. Does that sound like a good plan to you?
Yes, it does.
Well, Ruth, why don't you just start out by telling me exactly what it is that you came to see me about today?
Okay. Well, let me start by saying, Miss Stacy, I am very upset right now. My baby sister, she attempted to take her life 2 weeks ago. She's just starting to regain consciousness, and as soon as she regains her strength, she'll be released from the hospital, and my parents are going to admit her into a psychiatric hospital. But if you ask me, my parents in the university are at fault for this. This is her first year at college, and I know from experience that college could be a strain on you for your first year. This could be overwhelming and it could get out of hand. But I felt like I've always tried to be there for my little sister. But sometimes I can be busy being the older sister and all. But I thought that me and my sister had a really good relationship. But things could go wrong, and I guess it did get out of hand.
So you say that your sister recently attempted suicide. I'm so sorry to hear that. But she's getting better, and you're upset and angry about this. I can understand that. And you feel your parents and school could be at fault for it. It sounds like you may even feel as though you're at fault as well. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And how has all this become a problem for you, Ruth?
Well, I'm very unhappy, angry, and I am kind of bitter. I haven't been able to sleep at night. I've started staying in my room more. How can someone do anything like this? It's just crazy. I think you think you know someone, and then something horrid like this happens. They try to kill themselves, especially someone in your family. It's just such a disgrace to my family. I can't believe this is happening.
Ruth, have you tried anything to help you with being angry? You know, when you get angry, since you've been angry or being upset?
Well, I went to my parents when it first happened and tried talking to them.
Was this helpful at all? Talking to your parents?
It helped some because they sat down and we talked for a while after that, and I felt better, about the whole situation. I wasn't angry after that, but I feel like it was kind of relief over me a little bit.
Okay. So, Ruth, I want you to, kind of close your eyes and imagine that you've fallen asleep tonight, and in the morning, miraculously overnight, a miracle happened. A miracle just out of nowhere happens, and in the morning, everything is perfect for you. How would you know that you were living in this perfect world?
Well, first of all, my sister wouldn't be lying in a hospital bed waiting on a mental hospital. I wouldn't feel guilty or I wouldn't feel angry at myself for not being there for her. And my parents would give us lots of love and support. We would be able to speak openly to our parents, and my family would be one big happy family again.
What do you think would be different if the miracle happened?
First of all, I would smile more. I'd be a lot happier.
Is there anything else that you would notice about yourself?
I wouldn't be angry anymore, and I wouldn't have that much resentment towards my parents, and I would talk to them more openly.
Do you think anybody else would notice the miracle has happened?
Absolutely, probably my parents. They really haven't been getting along that much with each other since this incident happened, because I really feel they should show more love and support towards us as parents, but they haven't, because they haven't really been getting along with each other.
Well, what else you think your parents would notice about you?
Well, I used to come around. I would start coming around more, and I start talking more to them. And I wouldn't be staying more secluded in my room. I don't come out of my room that much more.
Okay. So, Ruth, tell me, say for instance your parents, they notice that something's different about you. What do you think they'll do differently?
I believe if I talk to my parents more, that they'll talk to me more.
Ruth, I see that you're a very family-oriented person, and that you have love for your family, and that your happiness, along with their support, is pretty important to you.
Yeah, it is, because I really do love my family. We all used to be so happy. It's just changed.
Okay. Well, so let me tell you this. Let me ask you this. Let's pretend that miracle did happen. That's it. It happened for you. What would be the first thing you would do differently?
The first thing that I would do, I would give my mom, my sister, my dad, I would give them the biggest hug and kiss ever. Then I would show my sister that I'm actually really there for her. I would talk to her if she needed help with her homework. I would help her out with her homework. I would just be there. I wouldn't act like I'm so busy. I would show her that I'm the big sister that I needed to be for her.
How do you think this will be helpful for you in not being angry and solving the problems that you came to discuss with me today?
Well, I think it would kind of help the entire family, not just because we all need to be there for each other, and we all need to love each other, the same. We just need to love and support each other. So I just feel like it would help solve the problem if we just show love for each other.
Okay. Well, tell me this. What do you think it would take for just a small part of that miracle to actually happen for you?
Well, I think that it would start with me. I would have to be the first person to take the initiative to show that I'm willing to spend more time with my family, and I probably need to suggest something like family night. We need to start doing it at least once or twice a week.
That's awesome, Ruth. And from talking with you today, I can tell that your family is very important to you, and it also seems that you know what it may take for you to reach your goal. You're also willing to take the first step towards it, which sometimes can be the most difficult for most people. So what I'd like for you to do in the next couple of weeks, Ruth, is try what you said. Offer to talk to your parents more, your family more. Give them that great big hug and kiss that you discussed earlier. And we'll see how that works out for you and your family, and discuss the difference that it makes in our next session.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Okay. And Ruth, again, thank you for coming to see me, and I'll see you all next week.
You're welcome, and thank you for having me.